Mr. Sameh, thank you very much for giving us this time. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Before further ado, let's quickly start with your story. How did you end up choosing civil engineering for your studies at first place? This is the first question which I'm actually more excited to ask to our guests.
Yes. Actually, the civil engineering starting when I have 7 or 8 years. My uncle is affecting me too much that he worked in the biggest company in my country, in my home country, which is Egypt. And I just like any kid, I want to be like him. I like him with the attracting the engineering wear, the helmet, the T ruler as before. All these things, it's affecting me, and I decided when I that young to be an engineer. Then when I finished my high school, I was targeted to go for civil engineering. He was a civil, but when I go to the college, I feel that after the preparation year, I feel that the architect it will be very good, better for me. I feel myself more when I'll be an architect because I have some. Like the close people to me said that you have some talented artist way. If you want to combine an artist way and the engineering, you will not find something better than to be an architect.
Yeah.
This is in first place. Then I start my work as when I finish my school. Actually, when I'll be in college, I start doing some small jobs, interiors designs are like this. Then when I get out from the college, I go work as a designer in a big office for designs, making some hotels and resorts designs. Then I found myself in like in a position. I'm still what I'm doing. I didn't go for real life. I need to go to sites and see what is happening there, how what we design is executed in a real life.
Awesome. That's what I was coming to. So as soon as you completed your college, your education back in 2004, you have just
Yeah.
joined IGI group based out of Egypt, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
please tell us more about your first role, which was like a site engineer.
Yes. When I'll be in high school, when I'll be there, I start there in IGI as engineer to hand over to the clients. I am just taking from the contractor, just taking the units from the contractor and going back to the client to hand over for them. Actually, with IGI, I hand over almost 1,500 units, which is giving me good experience and good connections, by the way.
When you say, just a sec. When you say handover, what kind of handover job responsibilities did you have?
Yeah, just I take the unit from the contractor, check the block, plaster, ceramic, paint, everything to be as per the client, request specifications and what is mentioned in his contract, and then hand it over to the client with any comments. I'm taking the comments from the client if something minor he doesn't like or something more not as per what he's dreaming for. This is to just give the people high level of quality as a big group doing always to make the satisfaction for the client. And this also gives me another way of engineering side that still some engineers or a lot of engineers, they are very tough. They are going for only the technical part, which is not me. I'm looking as engineering. It's a product. You have to sell it. Everything in our life, it's a product. You have to sell it. That's why if you need to be success man, you should sell a product, even engineers, doctors, anything. The anything you can sell it as a product. That's my point of view. If you need to be successful, people should interest what you are doing. This
Awesome.
part, some engineers not looking forward. The engineers is looking only to doing their job perfectly without the satisfaction for who will use it.
Yes. Yes.
For
That changes the
for
entire game. It changes
yes,
the entire
yes,
perspective,
yes,
right?
yes, 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 yes. They are leaving this part for other people, but I like to be one person. As I did after that, I work as a freelancer, or I opened my own company after that in IGI for some times. Actually, I didn't mention in CVs because some people
They don't like
when
it.
it's not yes, they doesn't like it. They feel that means you are not working. But
Exactly.
actually, I make my own money from freelancer job, as I have a lot of clients, a lot of connections. They like my way. They start enhance their quality in their houses through me. As I have, I combined that what I have as an interior designer before, and then I have the client satisfaction. I know how to do it. Then I open my own business as a freelancer, interior designer, and execution for the houses. And I start finish up the houses as a turnkey till the accessories, everything, and doing good. Then the market, it's as any job as a freelancer, sometimes it's affecting by the market. That's why I work back in Al Amar. It's a consultancy group working with very good, very rich man, which is Abdullah Sharbati. We are doing just some resorts in Sharm el Sheikh in Egypt. I doing with them some. Yes, please. Tell me if you want to tell me something. No voice.
Yeah, before jumping into this Al Amar, I was just curious. What made you from a site engineer role? What made you jump into start your own freelance designing part from interiors part, right?
Yes, actually, as I told you, I do my job in a very good way. People like my way. What I care about it, which is I'll be in their part to let them, if you are working in a big group as a small part, if the people feels that, which is your representative of them, you will get their emotions, and you will get their trust, which is required both of them to deal with anyone. That's why I go with them in this way, and then they trust me too much, and they are literally begging me that to help them out of the group, which is I don't like. I want to be, if I strict in a job and get salary, I have to fulfill this time only for my group. That's why when I decide this one, all people say this man is crazy. He just 2-3 years working in a field, and then he want to open his own business. It's very high risk like this. But actually, as I know, if you still didn't take any risk, didn't get anything.
Yeah.
You have to do something. If you stick to the job and the career and the safe, as I feel, anyone in safe zone didn't go for any far.
Yeah, comfort
If you
zone.
stay, yes, if you stay in comfort zone, your comfort zone, you will not go far.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely
if you
right.
want to see the world, you have to go everywhere. Somewheres it's nice, it's good, it's relaxing, high hospitality, and some ways it's camping and jungles and deserts like this.
Yeah.
You have to be take the risk, go out of your comfort zone, discover another area, then If you want to go back to your comfort zone, it will be there. Believe me, you will find
Yes.
it back. It will not go anywhere.
You're absolutely right. So, what made you like go after like from an interior which you have started your own, right?
Yes,
And then this Amar role which you have mentioned earlier. So,
yes,
I guess Amar is more into engineering consultant firm, if I'm not wrong.
yes, yes, yes.
Exactly. So you have jumped from you started your career as a site engineer in a contracting firm,
Mm.
and then you jumped into your own interior, and you came to joined a firm which is from engineering consultant.
Yes.
So tell us about your experience there.
Actually, the consultants, I feel, any construction work, it's based on three different fields, which is consultant, contractor, client. But as I work of the three of them, I feel that the consultant is the weakest point of the construction. Why? Because he didn't give any product. He just like a quality control. Especially when you just the consultant of supervising, you don't have any opinion to do. You just have list of a checklist. You have to supervise, report back to the client. You didn't make the
Absolutely.
product. You didn't invest money.
Yes.
Always the chain in between two big terces, it will be destroyed, or it will be a very weak point.
Mm.
So that's why the contractor is pushing the consultant and the client is pushing the consultant.
Mm.
For the contractor, he's showing that I'm the upper hand. I'm just checking you. I'm just can approve your money like this. But for me, as a my point of view, I found the consultant is the weakest part. That's why I don't like it too much. And the Arab Spring, it's happened 2011,
Yeah.
or almost to happen. Egypt between 2010 and 2011, it was a big mess. That's why I try to move to UAE. It's a safest way. There is no revolutions there, nothing. You can feel it's a good, it's a good way to have, and it's booming as well. Except the recession with 2008, which has happened for all the world, like now, like Corona or something. But that's why I try, and also I was engaged to my wife, which is living here in UAE. Now, in both ways of these two big circumstances, I take the decision to shift to UAE,
Mm.
which is the main two reasons, the personal reason and the career reason, that I feel that Egypt, it's not a good way to complete my career now. I have to move to next level, which is
And you
UAE.
were yeah, and you were fortunate enough to get into Al Farah, right? You got
Yes,
yourself
yes,
into a new role where as a construction manager at Al Farah, and which is a
yes,
good brand here in UAE as well. And
yes,
you with a huge list of responsibilities and role under you. Please
yes,
take us
yes,
through that.
yes. Al Farah, it's a very good company. Actually, it's more of, you feel it's an Indian firm, but I like it too much because and it's my first experience in UAE was in this firm. It's give me a lot. First, it's hand to hand. They didn't push you too much. They didn't what you are doing. They are helping you in the beginning, which is lead me to know the market well, and I work very hard. Actually, when I start working in Al-Farah, I work from 7 to 1 a.m. I work
So
too much. Yes, yes, because I'm eager to know. I'm eager to learn quickly. I'm eager to fulfill the responsibility which is given to me. I start with one big project in Masdar, which is Siemens headquarters. It's a it's a lead Pearl 3, which is very high green building. and it's very strict site. You have to have a lot of precautions, which is not there in our country before, which is not related to my there is too much tower cranes. Consultant is very strict, client all locals, and it's very different experience. That's why I learn a lot from it, because I want to be in this responsibility. Then the another project with them was a huge project, which is Al Hilal Tower. I did it with them. It's 7 underground, which is learned me a lot for enabling work, and the work which is underground, how to do the dewatering, graniting, shoring,
Piling, of course.
yes, piling. All this job I did it, and the raft, which is massive raft.
Massive raft.
Yes, with 3.4 meter depth of the raft.
Wow.
It's a very good, it's very good project. I learned.
What was the built-up area there for the raft itself? What was the area, floor area?
The floor area, it was around around 6,000, as I remember. This is 6 years or 7 years back. I think around 7,000 square meter.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
with the depth all over, with the depth of, like you said, 3 or 4 meters.
3 meters, yes. Because it's 3.4 meter.
Yeah, 3.4 meters all around the place. It would have been like definitely a big chunk of learning experience there.
Yes,
I can actually sense it.
Yes. That's why. And my project manager was a Lebanese, very kind man. He let me. He supported me a lot. He learned me. He has a massive experience. He was here in the country 20 years back. He helped me a lot to support my career, and then I stay in this project till I stay around 20 months. And then there is some contract issue with Al Farah, and Farah starting going down since 2013. Then I shift for Ariami for just 6 months. Maybe I didn't mention in my CV because it was only 6 months, which is I don't like to mention. I did with them some fit out job with Ittihad. I make the training center for first class, which is very good experience actually. It's the fit out, it's good, but I feel in UAE it doesn't give much money for the working in fit out.
Yeah.
Not like construction. The project manager in fit out, it's almost, you can say, $4,000 to $5,000 for the project manager. Again, it's the construction, the project manager minimum 7 to 8 to 10, from $7,000 to $10,000 as a monthly revenue. That's why when I got the offer for Ghantout, which is massive organization, I go for it. And this is, I can say the Ghantout is the core.
Yeah, before jumping into Ghantout, I've got a couple of questions there. So what would be the approximate value of the projects which you have handled in your entire career so far?
You can say $2 billion.
$2 billion, you mean?
Yes.
Wow, that's a great size. And what would be the maximum size of the team which you have handled as well?
Up to 70 engineers, from the site engineers and technical engineers, planning, safety.
And when you go down to foreman, and when you go down till workforce level, what would be the size?
If you want to include the foremen and laborers, it will go for 2,000.
2,000 in a day.
Yes.
Mr. Sameh, my next question would be like, what were your experience overall with the paperwork? On an average, how many papers you think you have dealt in a week in your projects?
In a week, it's depends between A3 and A1 and A4.
Altogether, give me a number.
Yeah, a number of papers, for a week, you can say 100
In a
to
week.
200. Yeah, in a
Exactly.
week. Means in a month,
Exactly.
around 500.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you think these could have been avoided, and can we have a better way of handling things, and which would be
Sure,
more effective?
sure, sure.
Right.
Actually, I work in an Oracle system, which was great because still it's easier and it's comfy, and you can do it in a proper way, and it's recorded better than the papers. Sure.
Yes. Exactly. So, another one question related to that: how did this COVID-19 affected your project or you in a personal way?
Actually, for me, as a personal way, it's affected going out, helping kids to change the mood. We are here not with our families. That's why you are paid back to your kids. Let them going out, go to malls, going to fun areas like this. This is affecting my family and myself, affecting no cafes, no restaurants like this, and this is let us feel that we are in a jail. Going to work, going back to home, just to we try to just it's have a good things, give us more quality time with our kids and our family, our small
Yeah.
family. And the bad way, there is no change. There is some boring, sure. There is, but all eating from or eating meals. It will be homemade, which is something good. Before we are, because we have a fast life, we just work and go and
Yeah.
eat anything. Because my wife also is working before, and that's why let us feel that we have to get food from outside, which is economically wise is we pay more money, and it's
Mm.
not a quality food, but homemade food is better, more quality and less money. There
Got
is a
it.
good
Got it.
things and bad things. Bad things for, and also for the practical way as a work, it's affected for the not people on board, the delaying payments, financial issue, cost cutting, as the companies do, reducing salaries. All this is happening, sure. And let us feel that the market is down, is very down, and the luxurious is not there anymore in anything.
Yeah.
You should
That's
you should go to the start point issue, and deal with the minimum of everything: your income, your expenses, even the work. If you have something, you put two engineers. No, you should put one. You have to be multitask in order to save your job,
yeah.
because there is a cost cutting. If you are not doing two, three things together, you will not have your job, because
Yeah.
there is no much luxurious expenses the landlord or the owner of the company should pay.
Yeah.
But if you are multitask, he feels that you worth the reduced salary, which is he give it to you in this tough time.
Got it. Got it. So, what do you think like about the role of technology in the construction industry coming in the coming years?
Sure, I feel that it will be booming. You know, the and it's not only for COVID-19. It's after COVID-19. I feel that the world all will be changed, because the people doesn't know. Maybe another COVID, maybe a COVID-20 or another any viruses will come back. The people will have the social distance for more years. Till
And you
the
think,
human.
And you think that these circumstances would push our companies or our engineers and our manager to like adopt to a new remote culture, adopt to new practices or
Yes, yes,
solutions, which can
yes,
actually
yes,
help you take the control of the projects remotely,
yes, yes,
right?
yes,
So coming back to your career again, so you have taken a role of project manager in Godut in like
yes,
a Rotana Beach extension project before joining
yes,
Teejan as a senior construction manager now, where you have
yes,
like person presently employed, right? So
yes.
tell us your overall experience in these two organizations. And
Yes, to Ghantout, actually, I feel the Ghantout was a core of my the whole life career because I work in very different projects. The latest one was extension of Rotana Beach, but before I working with VIP people, which is the first row of sheikhs like Sheikh Mansour, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, and some police projects like Medina police stations, and means I got the experience of everything, like dealing with VIP clients like sheikhs or VIP mega organizations like Abu Dhabi police firm, and working also with Rutana as a handing over 5-star hotel
mm,
with the mega project. Like it was $200 million project. And also there is a particular experience with this, which was burn project, because this project before I take this job as a project manager for extension of Rutana Beach, it was burned by ex construction by ex project manager, and renovation of burned unfinished project. It was a very good experience for me, because you have to make this project before you start even the construction tasks. You have to anti-contaminate the project, which is have the these things of burning effects, like these black issues in the walls, burned wood, burned wires. All this you have to take it out and make sure the surfaces are clean.
yeah.
We make some tests for contamination, and with some special labs with ECOM as a
Mm,
supervise this anti-contamination process. And then we go for the construction, which is finished in a very fast track, which is 6 months. The project of 25 floors.
yeah.
Each floor has like a 20 high class rooms,
Mm,
5-star hotel. We do it in 6 months. It's very fast track project, which is very good. Then I shift to Teejan, start with them making this Burjil hospital, which is the second biggest hospital in UAE
yes.
after this one in South Island. I don't remember, Cleveland. This is the second biggest one with 500 patient beds,
Yeah.
with 3 MIR rooms, with 10 operation rooms, with around more than 50 ICU rooms. And I got the hospital experience for
Mm,
how you prepare the operation rooms, how you prepare the MIR rooms, how the depth
yeah.
of the concrete should be, how you make the building ready to receive the medical equipment.
Yeah.
All this stuff I learned. How to make a lab, big pharmacy,
Got it.
like this. I got this old experience. And then now I am in Musanda school with Teejan.
Okay. Cool. So before we
Yeah.
just end our this particular episode, is there anything which you like to share for our budding engineers out there?
I wish anyone take some major things from my journey, which is first, don't be in your comfort zone. Second, try to explore more in your life. Third, don't stick to your job. Start your own career when you have the proper time, when you can make sure that you can afford it without your incoming salary. Don't think your own job you can work anytime. No, the people which is freelancer or working there or open their own business, for me they are working 24/7. Even when they are asleep, they are working. How to afford, how to keep this firm, how to keep this baby graduated.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Mr.
Yeah,
Sameh,
thank you.
thank you once again for your time, and we wish you all the very best in your future assignments.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. My fellow engineers, we just saw a story of an engineer with such a diversified experience in the field of construction industry, who played his part in completing many big great structures around us, all on paper or mostly on paper.
Bye.
We surely have a huge scope of improvement there. Stay tuned for many such stories to come. Thank you very much.